Sowore files blockbuster defense in labor case brought against him by Fayemi, says ex-governor is a thief that has no reputation. The defendants argue that Fayemi's reputation is tarnished and he has no ground to claim libel. Omoyele Sowore, the convener of Revolution Now, has filed a defense statement in response to a libel suit brought by former Ekiti State Governor John Fayemi against him and Sahara Reporters Limited. The defense statement was filed at the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Abuja in a 47-paragraph defendant joint statement of defense in suit number FCT HCCV 2062-2021 between Fayemi as claimant and Mr. Omoyele Sowore, founder, chairman, and director, Sahara Reporters Limited, publishers of Sahara Reporters, and Sahara Reporters Limited as first and second defendants. Sowore tells the court that the claimant is a thief who has no reputation. In the statement of defense, Sowore asked the court to dismiss the suit with substantial costs, arguing that Fayemi has no reputation to protect. Sowore's counsel, Tokwe Temokun ESQ, submitted a statement on June 10, 2024, asserting that contrary to Fayemi's claim of piety and incorruptibility, the people of Ekiti State and Nigeria have a different perception of him. The defendant argued that Fayemi's reputation is tarnished and he has no grounds to claim libel. The defendant pointed out that the claimant, John Fayemi, was charged in January 2018 with financial impropriety offences in the High Court of Ekiti State, charge number HAD 5C 2018, the State versus Dr. John Fayemi and Mr. Vincent Dapo Kolawole. The charges included refusing to obey a witness summons, attempting to prevent or defeat the cause of justice, criminal contempt, and abuse of office. Additionally, the defendant alleged that Fayemi secured a 20 billion naira loan from a bank to build an international cargo airport in Ado-Ekiti, despite rejecting an offer from Are Afe Babalola to contribute to the project, claiming that the state has sufficient funds to complete the airport. This contradicts Fayemi's claims of uprightness and incorruptibility. The defendant noted that the cargo airport in Ado-Ekiti, inaugurated on October 15, 2022, was not fully completed. Despite claims by the claimant, John Fayemi, that it was a world-class facility, Fayemi had tweeted that the airport would accommodate large aircraft and had a terminal building capable of handling both local and international travelers. However, the defendant argued that the airport remains unfinished, with no other aircraft landing there since its inauguration. They also note that the Ekiti State government disclosed in its 2023 budget presentation that over 16.5 billion naira has been spent on the airport's construction, but the control tower, passenger terminal, and runway remain incomplete. The defendants questioned the claimant's assertion about the airport's capabilities and suggest that the inauguration was misleading. The defendants referred to a statement made by the Special Advisor to Governor Biodun Oyebanji on budget and economic planning, Mr. Neyi Adibanjo, regarding the cargo airport in Ado-Ekiti. Adebayo said that while military aircraft can land without navigational aids, commercial planes require a functional control tower, a new terminal, and adequate lighting infrastructure to ensure safe landings. The defendant intends to rely on a report published by Leadership newspaper on the cargo airport and alleged that when the banks funding the project refused additional loans, the state government sought financial assistance from Are Afe Babalola San to complete the project. They note that Babalola pledged 4 billion naira with 2 billion already disbursed, but instead of appreciation, the claimant, Fayemi, has subjected Babalola to unjustified attacks in the media. The defendant also mentioned a petition by concerned Ekiti citizens to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to investigate alleged treasury looting by Fayemi, which they intend to rely on in the trial. The defendant notes that on May 19, 2021, the claimant, John Fayemi, launched the Ekiti Rice Pyramid in Ado-Ekiti State. The former Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele in attendance. The project was aimed to support 3 million rice farmers and enhance the country's agricultural value chain. However, the defendants argue that despite Fayemi assurances that the project will increase Ekiti State's annual rice production from 34,700 to 15 million metric tons and create 12,000 jobs, the funds collected from the project were instead diverted during his tenure. Hence, Ekiti State government did not join Kebbi, Ebonyi, and other states that became rice producers throughout the Anchor Boroughs program, the defendants add. The claimant is hereby given notice to produce the account of the money received from the Central Bank of Nigeria for the Ekiti Race Pyramid, the defendant note. The defendants argue that the claimant, John Olukaide Fayemi, diverted the London Paris Club refund of 2.4 billion naira intended for the 16 local government councils in Ekiti State. The request that Fayemi produce the account for the refund. The defendant also argued that Fayemi caused the Ekiti State government to take a $20 million loan to combat COVID-19 despite a committee of Ekiti State indigenous raising funds and materials to fight the pandemic. The defendants alleged that Fayemi diverted the loan. The defendant referenced a judicial panel of inquiry constituted in 2017 to investigate Ekiti State finances between 2010 and 2014. The panel indicted Fayemi for various offences, including the diversion of 4,995 million and 5 billion naira from Ekiti State bonds earmarked for projects in the state. The defendants argue that these allegations contradict Fayemi's claims of uprightness and incorruptibility. The defendant noted that the claimant was indicted in stealing the sum of 179,979,441 naira 77 kobo, only being the standing sum from the Ekiti State bond proceeds sum of 335,500,000 released for the renovation of Ekiti watermarks, out of which only 155,523,058 naira was expended. Also, according to the defendant, the claimant was indicted in stealing the sum of 468,645,000, only being the sum of money earmarked in the bond prospectus titled Ekiti State Government of Nigeria offer for subscription of 20 billion naira only. 14.5% fixed rate bond due 2018 under the Ekiti State Government of Nigeria, 25 billion naira only bought the insurance program and released for the construction of area waterworks. What will come with the issue going on between Sowore and Kaide Fayemi? Well, this is going to be a long one. Our ear did for ground. We will give them more.